I'm glad you came to work on our railway, Thomas. You always give us something funny to laugh about.
Sir Topham Hatt will never let me pull trains again. But I want to go places and do things. I want to
See the world.
Don't be sad, Thomas. If you really want to go out, why don't you take my goods train tomorrow? I can take over in the yard if you like.
Wait, what? What?
What?
What?
Really? Would you do that, Edward, for me?
Yes, Thomas, I would. Now let's get some sleep, okay?
Oh, Edward, I wish it was morning.
The next morning, Thomas could hardly contain his excitement.
Is it these ones? Is it those? Which cars are they, Edward?
Those cars, Thomas, but wait, I need to tell you something.
I know. I have to be coupled up before I go. You don't have to tell me. I've learned my lesson.
Troublesome trucks can play tricks on you, Thomas. It's not the same as in the yard. They'll push you off the rails if you're not careful.
Yourself! But that doesn't answer my question, silly.
Well, you know, Thomas is going to pull some freight cars. You and Twilight should come. Applejack, you should come too. Yee-haw! Get along, little doggy.
Don't be silly. You worry too much, Edward. Like Henry.
The engines always think they are so clever, and so they like to bump the trucks around. They bump them in the sidings, they bump them in the yard. They better beware, they better take care, they better be on their guard.
Thomas, be careful!
Thomas pulls the trucks along the line. He's happy and he thinks it's going fine. The trucks all start to moan, they rattle and they groan. Look out, Thomas, watch out, Thomas, that's the warning sign.
Come along.
Before long, Thomas comes to Gordon still. It's hard work and he really has to pull. But soon he's at the top, and then he just can't stop. The trucks go faster still, because those trucks they push them here, push them there, until they go too fast. Then they push them once again, laughing while they crash. Trucks and trucks will get the engines there. Trucks and trucks will run the engines off the line. They don't care how big they are, to them it's just a game. Those trucks and trucks will get them all the same. They don't care how big they are, to them it's just a game. Those trucks and trucks will get them all the same.
Thomas, what are you doing here? And why did you come in so fast?
I brought Edward's cars for him, sir, but they were pushing me.
You've a lot to learn about cars, little Thomas. That's why I asked Edward to bring these cars, and not you. If you're not prepared to be patient and learn how to do things properly, I'll have to keep you in the shed.
No, sir. Please, sir, I want to learn. I want to be a really useful engine.
Sir Topham Hatt was not just cross with Thomas. He was cross with Edward too. He told both his engines that they'd have to stay in the yard until Thomas could learn as much about cars as Edward.
I'm sorry, Edward. This is all my fault.
Never mind, Thomas. At least we're working together again.
Who's meant to be taking these coaches? Henry!
Thomas, where are you going now? You're meant to stay in the yard.
Thomas was hurrying back to Tidmouth Sheds to find Henry.
Henry! Your passengers are waiting.
You take the train, Thomas. You like pulling trains.
No, Henry. It's your train. And besides, Edward and I have to stay in the yard.
Well, I have to stay in the shed. It's raining, Thomas. A lot.
But Henry, don't you want to pull your train? Don't you want to hurry along the tracks like... It's only water, Henry. Come on. Just little drops of water. That's what rain is. Water.
Like I put in my boiler?
Exactly. Your passengers are waiting, Henry. See? Only water. It washes right off.
Only water. Just water.
Thomas worked hard in the yard now. He knew that he wasn't as clever as he had thought. Besides, he wanted to learn all about cars and coaches to be a really useful engine.
Sir Topham Hatt is coming by this afternoon, Thomas, to see how you're getting on.
I'm getting on okay now, aren't I?
Of course you are. I think you nearly know as much about cars as I do now.
Uh-oh.
Almost.
I meant to do that. Oh!
Help me!
They're pushing me! They're pushing me! James!
Rarity!
Thomas! Thomas! Come back!
Oh dear! Help! I don't want to go any faster! My brakes! Oh, stop! I want to stop! Oh, Thomas! Use your brakes! Use your brakes! I can't! My brake blocks are on fire! They're made of wood! I'm going to try to come up behind you, James! I'm going to try to slow you down! Hurry, Thomas! Couple me up! Couple me up! I need to slow James down! Oh no! Try again! Try again! We mustn't give up! We have to try! Faster! Faster! Coming up the road! Edward was right. cars can run an engine right off the rails.
Oh.
Stay right there, James. I'll go and get help.
Are you okay, James? I think so, Rarity.
Was that Thomas?
Wake up! Wake up! Emergency!
Jerome!
Emergency! James is off the line! His brakes were on fire! Right! We're ready! Crew up!
Twilight, Pinky, Applejack, and my cap now.
Let's go!
Thomas, what do you think you're...
Sorry, sir, but this is an emergency!
Oh dear! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
I hope this will teach you troublesome trucks a lesson. Have you got him at the front there, Judy?
Yes, Jerome. Ready to lift.
Me too. Let's go! You're all right. You're all right.
We've got you.
At last, James was lifted safely onto the track.
Oh, thank goodness that's over.
Sir Topham Hatt had come to make sure that everyone was okay.
Well done, Thomas. Now, I'd like you to take James to the steamworks. Do you know the way?
Yes, sir. I do, sir. It's where I was painted blue.
That's right.
That night, the other engines were very happy to see Thomas indeed.
Well done, Thomas. Today you really were the best engine.
Even Gordon seemed impressed.
What you did was terrific.
Really useful, that's what I'd say. James shall have new brakes, a bit of repair here and there, and a new coat of paint. And you, Thomas, due to your unselfish bravery and heroism, you have shown yourself worthy of having your own branch line.
My own branch line?
Congratulations, Thomas.
But who will fetch our coaches for us, sir? Tender engines are not meant to shunt.
I don't know, Gordon. Perhaps you'll have to fetch your own until I can get another small engine like Thomas.
But...
A few days later, an engine came into the yard that Thomas and Edward had never seen before.
James? Is that really you?
Of course it is. How do you like my new paintwork?
I love
Wow, James. Red sure does suit you.
Wow, James, you look splendid.
I know. I'm ready for my coaches.
We're Thomas's coaches now, James.
it. That's right. And he's got his very own branch line, too.
Off to see the world now, Thomas?
Yes, Edward.
Well done, Thomas. You must be very proud of that branch line. Indeed I am, Applejack. I'm so proud of you too, Thomas.
Excuse me.
Yes, my dear Rarity? Can I come along for the ride too inside Annie and Clarabelle? Of course you may.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I am. Wake up, lazy bones. Really useful engine coming through.
Oh, the indignity.